I don't want other people to decide who I am. I want to decide that for myself. Emma Watson. My idea of sexy is that less is more. The less you reveal, the more people can wonder. It sounds like a cliché, but I also learned that you're not going to fall for the right person until you really love yourself and feel good about how you are. All I can do is follow my instincts, because I'll never please everyone. I don't want the fear of failure to stop me from doing what I really care about. I stole a piece of the chess set on the first film. I took a piece of the treasure out of Bellatrix's vault on this film, and I've taken my wand, and I've got my cloak. I don't want other people to decide who I am. I want to decide that for myself. I want to avoid becoming too styled, and too done, and too generic. You see, people as they go through their career, and they just become more and more like everyone else. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to be who I really am. I'm going to figure out what that is. I'm not going to school just for the academics. I wanted to share ideas, to be around people who are passionate about learning. I like books that aren't just lovely, but that have memories in themselves, just like playing a song. Picking up a book again that has memories can take you back to another place or another time, but it's a journey, and the sad thing is you only learn from experience. So as much as someone can tell you things, you have to go out there and make your own mistakes in order to learn. I want to be a Renaissance woman. I want to paint, and I want to write, and I want to act, and I want to just do everything. I don't have perfect teeth. I'm not stick thin. I want to be the person who feels great in her body and can say that she loves it and doesn't want to change anything. As a child, I loved being on stage. I loved singing. I loved the lights. I loved the adrenaline. I even loved learning lines. I was completely obsessive. I've probably earned the right to screw up a few times. I don't want the fear of failure to stop me from doing what I really care about. People don't really understand, but having people stare and point and take pictures, even if it is in a positive framework, is quite isolating. There's no two ways about it. You feel a little bit, freakish. I'm a feminist, but I think that romance has been taken away a bit from my generation. I think what people connect with in novels is this idea of an overpowering, encompassing love, and it being more important and special than anything and everything else. I just try and surround myself, for the biggest proportion of time that I can, with people who make me feel normal, because constantly feeling abnormal is quite difficult. Emma Watson. The difficulty for me is that I'm interested in so many different things. I could never really imagine myself doing one thing, and I'm pretty sure that I'll end up doing 4 or 5 different things. Emma Watson. I feel like a voodoo doll. It's grim. It's gross. In terms of men I fancy, I think the actor James Franco is gorgeous, but I find it odd to be described as a sex symbol. Myself, I have to really enjoy the good things, because it makes the bad things okay. Field hockey is my strongest sport. And if I lose a game, I take a long hot bath and moan about it. I'm very crafty. One time, I made a television set out of a cardboard box. Everybody thought it was a lark. This was the beginning of a love affair with the arts. I want to be normal. I really want anonymity. I'm a multidimensional person, and that's the freedom of fashion, that you're able to reinvent yourself through how you dress and how you cut your hair or whatever. I was very keen. I was super eager to please and be good, and I was always kind of bossy. I dance a lot, and I run and do yoga and play field hockey and tennis. I like to be active. I don't always have time for that stuff, but I do always feel better afterward. I don't think Madge, Dad, really knew what to do with me as a daughter. He treated me like a boy. My brother and I were treated the same. He didn't do kid stuff. There were no kids menus. You weren't allowed to order off the kids menu at dinner. We had to try something from the adult menu. Hermione is so close to who I am as a person that I've never really had to research a role. I'm literally rediscovering what it means to be an actress. Ignoring fame was my rebellion. In a funny way, I was insistent on being normal and doing normal things. It probably wasn't advisable to go to college in America and room with a complete stranger, and it probably wasn't wise to share a bathroom with 8 other people in a co-ed dorm. Looking back, that was crazy. I just loved performing. It just made me feel alive. It's scary, but that's part of it. I think it's important to have that extra adrenaline. It gives you that extra zing. I went from being totally unknown and never acting professionally to being in a major movie and being very famous. It all happened so quickly. I didn't have any time to work things out. It's been pretty scary at times. I'm a real Londoner. We have very grey weather in London, and I think it encourages a very eclectic and crazy fashion sense. I mix high street stuff with more high-end fashion, and I love vintage. I would love to persuade Christopher Bailey to get even just a section of Burberry that's like organic or free trade. I love him. He's a very good person and an amazing designer, and I have a lot of respect and time for him. Emma Watson.